Today we're going to be making a 1-second video, and to do that we're going to be using our camera on our Chromebook. And to access the camera, what we're going to be doing is click on the little circle down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. And that'll bring up your menu, and you're going to just type in camera if it doesn't show up there, and then that'll show you that app. You click on that app, and we're going to be taking just a short little video. Now, we don't want to take a video of ourselves, although you can, but you certainly can't have anyone else in your video. So you can take a video of yourself, or you can take a video of the floor, the shoes, whatever. So you're going to click on the video button. You're going to then click on the record button when you're ready to record, whether it's the floor or the ceiling, whatever you want to record. And then that'll start recording. You want to let it record for a couple of seconds. And you'll see the timer going at the top just to make sure you actually get a clip. If you do it too quickly, it may not record anything. And then you can close that down. Once you've got your clip, that'll save it into your downloads folder on the Chromebook. And then we're going to get into Wevideo. So the link for Wevideo is in Google Classroom, and it's going to use your GNezPez login. So you're going to go into Google Chrome, and you're going to go and log into your GNezPez first, go into Classroom, click on the link to Wevideo, and then that'll take you to the Wevideo login screen. I'll show you what that looks like. Just going to log out here. So this is the Wevideo login screen, and you're going to click login and log in with Google. Again, it's going to ask if you want to log in. It should show your GNezPez login. And now when you click on this the first time, it'll be a little different than my login because I've been logged in before with this account. But when you do it, it's going to take you through some intro screens, which I'll show you how to get through. We're going to have to click on a few things to get through them. And then we want to get into that main screen so we can start making a video. So we click on the video button, and then that'll bring us into the editing window. We're going to go 16:9. And now the next thing we're going to have to do is bring in the video we just took. Now your screen should be blank because you don't have any files in there yet unless you've been on this program before. So we're going to have to go to the import. And we click on that import button. That'll take us to another menu. And once we get to that menu, we're going to click on the browse to select. That'll bring us into our Chromebook. We go to camera, click on the file, which should just be possibly one there, but the most recent one. And then that's going to upload that. Once that gets uploaded, we're going to drag that into our timeline, which is our working video down on the bottom. You'll see there'll be multiple lines there. We're going to put it in the video 1 line. And then we're just going to drag that over to 5 seconds. You'll see the little blue timer up at the top. We'll drag that over till we get to close to 5 seconds. Okay, and so now we're ready to add in our title. So we're going to click on text. And we're not going to use any of the motion ones because those are the ones that you'd have to pay for. And so we're just going to go to the static ones and then just a regular title, the very first one. And we're going to drag and drop that. We try and drop that onto where our other one is. You see it turns red. And that means it's not going to let us put it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it to the spot above there. And then I'm just going to drag that down so that it fits into that space and then drop it into that first timeline. Now, if I double click on that, that opens up the edit menu. And in there, I'm just going to add in my title, which is my 1-second video. And there's a lot of things you can change in here. So I'm going to try and fit that onto one line. I resize that. And I can change the size, the color, the font with the menu items down there. So I'm just going to resize, reposition mine. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to change the color of it. And maybe I'll change the font to something different. Okay, now I can save that. And so next I'm going to add some more text. First I'll play through this, just show you what it looks like. Get your title. And then we've got our video. Okay, so now I'm going to add another title, but this one's going to be over top of my video. And I'm just going to add my name in there. So again, I'm going to go grab that sample text. And this time I'm going to add it to the timeline above there, the video 2 timeline, which will be over top of my other video. And I'm going to just shrink that down and you'll see it snaps to it once you resize it. It'll snap to the other ones. Double click. I'm going to put in my name now. You put in yours. Again, I can change the font, color, all that stuff if I want to. Okay, and I'm also going to add a little bit of an animation to this. So I'm going to double click on that again, and then I'm going to go into the animation menu, which is up at the top. And then I'm going to just add in a fade. So my name just fades in, fades out. Save that. Okay, and then my last bit of text that I'm going to add in there is going to be my credits. And there's a credits button there. You can see that text there is already set up. So I'm going to drop that into my first video timeline. Double click to edit that. I'm going to go into the text menu and I'm just going to change all those to my name, directed by me. Okay, produced by me. Starring me. Okay, and then I'm just going to delete that bottom bit of text. And then I'm also going to animate this like you would see in credits in a movie. I'm going to have it scroll from the bottom to the top. And to do that, I click on the animation. I'm going to drag that down to the bottom. And then I'm going to click on the end. And I'm going to drag that up to the top. And then I'm going to click save. And now I can watch my full movie that I've got in there from my title to my overlay of my name to my end credits. Right? And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our music. All right, so now we're ready to add our music in there. And so we can go to audio, and there's some free music that they have in there for us to use. And so let's just take a listen. Okay. So you can pick one that you like, and then you drag it down into your audio timeline. So I'm going to click that down there. And of course, this song is way longer than what I need. So I'm going to get rid of the stuff I don't need. So I'm just going to go to the end of my credits, go past it a little bit, make sure I have this audio clip selected, which means it'll be yellow. And then I'm going to click the scissors. That clips that clip. And then we're going to delete. Click on the second half of that and then delete that. Press the garbage can or the backspace button. Okay, so now we've got our music in there. Now our music starts kind of loud. So again, I can add in some effects on this. I'm going to double click. And I am going to go up here to the audio. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to fade that in. And then I'm going to fade that out. Now, it's fading it out at the end of the clip, which I've cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually fade that out by using the little drag bars that are down here. So I'm going to need to zoom in a little bit to see that. So I'm going to use the zoom button down here. And I'm going to zoom in so that's a little bigger. And now I'm just going to click in here. And I'm going to click on that blue line. And then I'm going to click again. And I can adjust these little balls here so that I can move this stuff down so that I now have a fade in and a fade out on that. And I'm just going to turn this down a little bit because they're usually pretty loud. So I'm going to play that. Okay, so I've got that faded out at the end. And now I'm just going to add a couple more things to this. Let's put this right at the beginning. And I'm just going to add that fade into my title as well, so it fades in and fades out. And I'm also going to add in a transition. Okay, so some of these transitions, just what it does from clip to clip. And let's just try. Let's go with this one here. I'm just going to drag and drop that in there. And maybe I'll do a different one to go to the credits. Now let's see what it looks like. now we're ready to finish. So to finish, we're going to go up, press the blue finish button, and then we're going to give it a name. My 1 second video. And we're going to just have to export that as an SD. You can choose a thumbnail from down here. And then you're also going to want to save this to your Google Drive. And we'll press export. And then that's going to save that. And then once that file is saved, you're going to add that into the assignment on Classroom. Once it's done, it'll show up in your Google Drive, and you can go into your assignment, go to the Add Create, and you can add file from Drive. And then it should be right there in the recent ones once it's done exporting.